My name is Marcie Troyer, and I've kind of always been interested in natural health. I was given the label as type 1 diabetic when I was a really little girl, and my mom was always into this supplement or that herb to try and help things along. I think I got my first iridology performed on me at the age of 10 or 12, and I knew at that moment that I would eventually one day do iridology. And so natural has always been. I was reading herb books at the age of 13 and 14 and putting combinations and things like that together. So it was just naturally a progression when I started seeing more and more people around me getting sick and impacted and having disabilities and not being able to be who God created them to be because they were limited in what they could do physically. I had someone ask me one time, if you could sum up in one word what your passion is, what would that be? And I prayed about that all weekend, and I came back in a way with healing, whether that's physically, spiritually, or emotionally. And so that just kind of transitioned into working with people on all three of those areas. And that naturally started me wondering about natural health and getting into that. And I started working with a doctor and started looking at programs and just kind of fell in love with Trinity and what they stood for. If it doesn't take long to look around in our world and find out that we've been kind of taught wrong in a lot of areas about nutrition and about taking care of themselves. And so many people want to take we don't believe in delayed gratification. We haven't been taught delayed gratification. We have a joint pain or we have this going on and we want to take a pill for it. And I think it's very important to educate people properly on what really is going on. Google is not the proper way to find out information. Or correct information for people that are looking for information. There's a lot of people out there seeking. If I'm a professor of math and I'm teaching my students that 2 + 2 = 5, what good is that? And so depending on where people get their education, I think it's very important to give them the truth, the right information. You don't always need to do this and this and this to get your remedy when God has provided everything natural in His creation to achieve that. We are going back to the natural part of things. We are what we eat, and even more importantly, we are what we think. And that's another reason why I have loved the Trinity. And what they stand for is they don't just approach this from a physical aspect. It encompasses, and throughout the whole, not just this week, but the other events also, they've brought in that detail and that aspect on each thing, emotional, spiritual, and physical. And that was very key for me when I was looking for a school.